Welcome again to another Curator's Chat. I'm Jason French, Curator of Collections at the Behringer-Crawford Museum. Today, I'm at a very special place. This is Collection 21, and I'm here with David Hastings, who is the Director of Housing Opportunities Northern Kentucky, and this is something you're responsible for, right?
We're thrilled to be involved in what goes on here, yeah. It's a private collection of over 250 antique vintage vehicles, cars and trucks from the early 1900s up until about the 1980s. Yeah, really neat. And our involvement here is a pretty unique one. The owner is allowing our organization to have volunteers here and kind of host visitors. It's a suggested $15 donation, and 100% of what's collected at the front door comes to our organizations. Donations then support affordable homeownership in Campbell, Kenton, and Boone counties. One really neat part of this collection is this row of Cadillacs here from 1942 up until the late 50s. Going to see a good variety of those classic vintage years of the Cadillac and really the growth of, and one of the pinnacles of automotive history. This 1903 Oldsmobile Curve Dash, one of the first automobiles. There's one more 1903 vehicle here as well, but you can see the wooden construction. They started building cars off of what they knew and what they had available, and you're basing it off of a carriage, and in this way it actually looks like a sled in some fashion also. I've been here quite a few times, and it's really hard to take in the entire collection in one visit, in two visits, honestly, in 3 or 4 visits. I find something new every time I come, or a new little detail. First day I came in, though, I was drawn toward a 65 Mustang, because that's a similar car that, was from my family history. So, yeah, everybody's got a connection to a vehicle in some form or another. And this is a really neat way to see, again, the history of American automobile, mostly, but also an opportunity to relive your own memories that you might have that are tied to vehicles.
It's a really special place from the perspective of you don't have a lot of opportunity to see this many makes and years of automobile history in one location, especially in our area.
Yeah, it's one of a kind for sure. Yeah, you can see from the early 1900s up through the 80s, and there might even be a few after that, but that's a big chunk of automobile history. And the neat thing is you can see like all the innovations that happened over time. They did a lot, especially in the early years, of it had never been done before, so you can have an opportunity to see one car next to another, and there's a few that the owner has really prized, and so there's a collection of Corvettes, for example. There's about 20, maybe a few more than 20 classic Corvettes in here from, I think, 1954 is the first year here. Chronological history of the Corvette, so you can look from one year to the next what the changes were. Every one of these is drivable.
What all goes into even maintaining a collection like this so that the tires don't go flat, when it gets too cold, or anything along those lines? Are there people that do that?
Yeah, so there's a couple of mechanics who help out, and there's folks during the week, Tuesdays and Thursdays at the moment. They come in, they start every one of these vehicles. They're actually on a rotation. There's folks that will start them up once a month, check the fluids. In the process of starting it, you're running the battery and keeping the battery fresh and keeping the fluids going in the vehicles, making sure that all the tires not only have air in them, but also aren't sitting stagnant all of the time, because that can run some damage on tires. So these vehicles do get moved around. There's regular maintenance where, like, every once in a while, you know, brakes will go out or things like that that have to be fixed. And there's a lot of really knowledgeable folks here that know what they're doing, and have a breadth of knowledge to be able to address, you know, what, 80 years worth of automotive history that's here. So a lot of work goes into it. That is one reason why the collection's not open every day, is because there is maintenance that goes on in between the times that we're open here. A lot is involved, but it's impressive nonetheless.
I know I've been excited to come in here, and I'm also excited about, you know, what your organization is doing. And I'm hoping that when people see this, they want to come and visit this collection, because it really is something special that you're not going to see really anywhere else around here. And pretty excited about that. Well, thank you for watching this Curator's Chat. Feel free to like and subscribe, and we'll see you on our next chat.